Not.
Good evening and welcome to Girlfriend Minute. I am Shar.
And I'm Pascal.
How are you this evening, Pascal?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm okay. You enjoying that popcorn?
I am. It's delicious.
I love popcorn. It is delicious.
Especially late at night. I get hungry because I haven't eaten all day. But I did eat today. I made a
Yeah,
salad and I had some beef and I actually had cottage cheese and some peaches. So I did eat today.
very good. Very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Popcorn's that yummy low calorie snack,
It is. Yeah. Yeah,
you
especially when
know.
you're going to go home in a little bit and you're going to lay your head down. You don't need something heavy in your stomach. So,
No, you don't. You don't.
yeah.
And it is 11:27 p.m. We are at the schedule.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
We
How
are.
was your week? How was work?
My week was okay. My work was good, not too bad. This week, we've had, more footsteps coming in. So that's a
More
good
foot
thing.
traffic?
Yeah,
Yeah.
more foot traffic. So that's always a good thing. And then, some days were steady, some days were a little bit off, but overall, it was a pretty good week.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good.
How about yours?
Long.
Long?
It was long. Yes.
Yeah, I feel you on that one.
Yeah, it was long. I'm
Yeah.
happy today's Friday. It's a lot of stuff was going on this week. So, as you know, it gets to be a bit much some days. It's just like, I don't know what's happening over here. I did get my bells and I did hang them up by the door jamb here and by the front door. I need to sage the house. Something's got to
Ooh,
give.
nice, nice. I love it.
Oh, yeah. So, you know. Hope to
Yeah.
get that together. Well, tomorrow, Crystal and I are doing cookie class
Cookie
with her
class.
sister-in-law. So yeah, she does those fancy, pretty cookies. So you go to pay for the class. My dog ate the last batch, and I was I was really miffed because first of all they're in a box with a lid, and they had this little gold thin rubber bandy ribbon that around the corners.
Yeah.
Somehow my dog got off the counter. Well, I know how he got it off the counter. How he got the ribbon off in one piece and opened the lid with damn in the box. He doesn't have thumbs.
Oh my God, that was your other dog. He helped him. No, I'm
it's,
just kidding.
it's
They were in cahoots
Roscoe
together on that one.
Roscoe was in his cage and when Roscoe was with us, and then Murphy's too short and Axel's got this. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
however, I'm sure Murph enjoyed them. I
probably.
paid for the class, I don't know, 50, $55. I did not get a single cookie
You
for
did
all my
not?
efforts. I
Because
did
they ate
not.
it all.
They ate part of them, they ate all of them, they looked disgusting. I mean, it was just,
They did it all. Well, this time around, you better make sure that you grab a cookie for yourself.
well, they're going in the cabinet this time around
Oh, there you
because
go.
it never occurred to me they get the rubber band thing off and open the lid gently.
Oh, honey, you'd be surprised what the heck they do. My daughter's dog, if you give him edamame, he will literally
Hmm.
hold it between his paws, suck the inside out of it, and then leave the shell on the ground. I don't even know how he does that. I don't know how he does it,
Yeah.
but he does.
That's
He does.
funny. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
funny. So we paid for a cookie class and we are going tomorrow in our area because she lives about an hour away. So she's going to be here in our area at the rec center, Largo Rec. And then we're going to go roller skating and then we're going to go walk the beach and look for shark teeth and just kind of get out. So tomorrow's going to be mainly day out.
Is it going to be sunny tomorrow?
I'm not entirely sure. I did hear the wind will be picking up, so it might end up being a beach day after all. But you know, to walk it, I'm going to go sunbathing because I can just do that in my backyard. But
Yeah.
uh, it's going to be cool, and it's going to be breezy, so I'll be wearing jeans anyways because of roller skating and stuff. But it's just going to be a day out, so
Oh, well, that's going to
at the
be
house
fun.
and
Yeah, it's going to
be
be a lot of fun.
fun. The high for tomorrow is 67.
Not bad. That's pretty good.
Yeah, not bad.
We're going to have a winter
So,
mix here in probably 2 hours. So,
oh yeah.
well, that's what they're calling for. And then it's on and off throughout the night. And I think it's mostly going to be just rain. I don't think it's going to be anything else. Right now, the temperature is 36. So it's not snow temperature.
No, it's not snow temperature. No.
No, it has to be
So,
33 and below for it to be snow
yeah.
temperature.
So
Ooh, what's that?
I accidentally tapped the app and it popped open and there was music. Sorry.
Music. Ooh. I thought you were having a disco over there.
Oh, no disco.
Not tonight?
Good God, no. I came home from work. I started dinner. The dogs. I had 2 rum and cokes.
You had 2 rum and cokes? Mmm.
2. I
Yeah.
seldom get to having 1 at home, let alone 2.
All
That
right.
was the kind of day it was at work.
You
So
needed
now I'm drinking water.
it. There you go.
Yeah, so I did need it. I felt like I needed it. So, and this week is our big meeting that's on campus. So,
Well, good luck with that. I don't know. We'll see what's going to
yeah,
happen. Bum, bum, bum.
right? I know. So,
Well, hopefully not too bad things. Hopefully, there's a little bit light at the end of that tunnel. But if not, this is your chance to move on.
right. Well, either way you look at it, I'm moving on. It just depends on how long I stay there.
Yeah, well, I
And
mean,
how quickly I'm able to get other things. But yeah, either way, I had kind of a bigger going to move on with one thing and still do that
mhm.
until I'm situated in the other thing and then break apart from that. So
Yeah, and then you'll
I
be
don't
all
know. We'll
set.
see.
That's good.
Then we'll see.
Hit
So,
some of those
but
goals.
yeah,
Yeah.
working on it. Getting there. Been working on my dual citizenship stuff. So my
Cool.
parents' divorce paperwork arrived this week.
Okay.
And yeah, and I told the guy searched from June to August, and they actually divorced in September of that
Oh,
year.
wow.
They were married December 19th. I never knew that. And
That they were
yeah,
married
so
for
that
19 years?
that they were married from December 19th, 1959
Oh, wow.
to September of 1983.
Okay.
Is that
That's
right?
a that's a long
I
time. Yeah.
think that's what the paperwork's over there on the bed.
Yeah.
Something like that. They were married for, what would that have been? Is that right?
60s, like it'll be like 21 years, 22
I would say
years.
22 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I never knew they were married December 19th. Never remember there was an anniversary in December for them. I never remember anything like that. It was never I was like, really? December? That was how they were married. So anyway,
Right?
I guess so.
Yeah, learning new
So I
things.
learned something. So
Yeah.
yeah, so that's about it. We're just kind of puttering along, trying to get things done and handled, and here
Well,
I
it
am
seems like you're on the right track. So you're getting things done. You're just waiting on your job
trying.
thing, that's all. But you're getting all the other little things done
Minor
that you have on your
details.
list. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, I mean, my God. So yeah, so
Well, you'll have to take a picture
I
of those
know.
cookies for me and send me a picture so I could see what they look like.
I will definitely, um, before the dogs get near them.
Yeah, before the dogs
I
tear
walk
them
in
up.
and be like, those cookies smell familiar.
You ate all my
Yeah.
cookies. Oh, poor doggies.
Well, my son was like, comes into me. Don't be mad at him.
Yeah, right. So then you already know.
I already knew. I was like, what do you eat?
Oh, poor puppy.
Oh, he suffers so, all 80 pounds of them. Cookie crumbs
Well,
on his face, no look of regret whatsoever.
what? No, no. None
He
of
was
that
like, they were
drop in their
damn
eyes.
good, Mom. Yeah.
Hmm. Good job, Mom. You
I,
did an excellent job.
I especially enjoyed the palm tree.
That was the best one.
Yeah, good gosh. Or the
Oh,
starfish. Either. It's a toss up, you know.
well, there you go. There you go. Do they tell you in
So.
advance what you're gonna frost this? Like what type?
Yeah, first of all, I'm not an artist, so it is work. It,
Yeah.
it, it is work. And they do tell you. And ours are spring cookies.
Oh, flowers.
Um, maybe.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of spring
Spring
flowers.
florals. Yes, it is called
Yeah.
spring florals, and they look like, I don't know, really cute. It's got so many cookies. I mean, these leprechauns are just. Can you see those? She's doing
Oh
a
yeah.
leprechaun. Look at that.
No, I can't see because you're frozen in time. So
Frozen. I'm
you
frozen.
are
And the dog
frozen. Yeah.
ones. Um,
Well,
yeah, we're doing
March.
spring
March
ones.
isn't
So
Leprechaun Day
there's a
in March?
dragonfly, like it is. We're
Yeah.
doing like hibiscus and a butterfly, and it's a hello spring.
Oh.
I gotta write words. I'm not sure how that's gonna go for me. And
Hmm.
yeah, so really cute. I mean, she's up there. She shows you. I'm just like, gotta go a little slower for those of us.
Right? Like back
I
up, back up.
yeah, I could never make a living doing this.
That's like
I
taking
would,
taking a painting class. Did you ever take one
yeah.
of those wine
I
and
I
wine and
have
paint?
no, no, have
Oh,
not. Have
there's
you?
so much fun. Yes, I've done it twice, and there's so much fun, and you get to take your painting home with you when you're done. Actually, I've done it
Yeah.
3 times, and although the best part of it was the wine, but whatever. And then they're so fast when they tell you, like do it this way or draw this way, and I'm like, hold on, I'm the first one to raise my hand. Can you back up?
Yeah.
Can you please back up because I
I
am
mean,
not a painter. I
and
am
you
not
have to nip it
Rembrandt.
just right, the right size line. You got to apply proper pressure, you get a straight line,
Hmm.
or you get a squiggly line. And oh my gosh, it's like working your muscles in your arm, you're trying to hold it, and you're trying to keep it fine, and you're just, oh, it's work. I'd have to live off the cookies I bake. I could bake the cookies, not a problem.
Yeah,
Decorating the cookies, if it's more than one solid color,
yeah.
get it. It's not happening.
I know. I
Yeah,
get it. Yeah. It
not
is work.
happening.
It takes a
It
long
is
time
work.
to draw all those cookies and make all those things if you're not
It
used to
does.
it.
She
Yeah.
does each one by hand, and if you look at them, it's just like, oh my God, you must
Mhm.
work all night long.
She has to. She has to. There's no way.
And
But
they're
she's
darling, and
she's probably really good
but
at
I
it
can't do
because
it.
that's what she does.
Oh
So
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
No.
She does. I think she was like some kind of occupational therapist or something along that line, and she quit her job to do this full time because she was rocking it.
Nice. See, she found her calling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good for her.
No,
So
that's cool. Yeah,
uh,
that's cool.
I get to do that tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to hopefully some halfway decent finished product. Looking
Yeah.
finished product.
That's exciting though. That's
Uh,
fun. Just to hang out with your friends and do it. That's the most exciting part. So,
yeah. So stay
yeah.
tuned.
Okay. I will. I'm waiting for pictures. So.
If they're god awful, you won't. Yeah, I'll just give them to the dogs.
It's okay. Just post
Dogs
them
will be
on
like, what was this
Facebook.
supposed to be?
Yeah.
Dogs will be like, what was this supposed to be, Mom?
It's a flower that I killed, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, they ate every single one.
What is our exciting topic this week?
Well, I just asked the question, what are you ashamed of, even though there's nothing wrong with it? Because, certain things have stigmatism attached, and people, embarrassed or don't talk about certain things, or, and it's so what are you ashamed of that, and there even
So,
though nothing wrong with it?
like ashamed of and never got over, or ashamed of and I'm still kind of hanging on to it now?
Or,
Um, so back when I got pregnant, I was ashamed that I was not married. And that kind of, um, I don't know, put like a stigmatism on me or like a stigma on me. And
well, that was more of a
because
cultural family thing, right?
it is more of a cultural family thing, but it was like it's almost that I had to be reminded of it all the time. And
Oh.
it's not that I got told about it in that kind of a way. I got told about it in a sarcastic underneath type of way, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like you know how somebody talking
Mm-hmm.
under their breath, that kind of thing. It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got told about it all the time, and I felt like as though I was ashamed for having a child out of wedlock and so on. But I'm over it. Obviously, I have a great daughter. I never regret anything that I did to obtain her. Um, and I'm over it now. I'm not ashamed of anything. I don't really care about what other people think anymore. I used to care a long time ago because, that's the way I was taught. I was taught to care about everything that people say, you know. I wasn't taught to be like,
Yeah.
don't worry about what anybody says. You live your life. They're not paying your bills. They're not doing this. They're not doing that. So don't worry about them.
Correct.
Right. So, but that's what I was mostly ashamed of. Like I said, but that was a long
And,
time
and
ago. So
that's sad, because when you're in that situation and you know culturally that this is going to be a thing for your family,
yeah.
either support and to be like reminded, or the talking under the breath or the little jabs or whatever, like, well, if you hadn't done this, type deal,
And
it just
that's
creates that
what it was like.
negative, and
Hmm.
it, yeah, and a negative memory. You will never
Well,
forget that.
and it's not only just the memory, but it's like my child was in the home with me and I was still at home. And I would be like, okay, like, how are you treating my child if I'm not there, for example, if I had to go to school or if I had to go to work or something like that? Are you saying these things to my child?
Right? Were they?
You know, they were not.
Did
I
they?
always ask, I asked my daughter all the time, and she said no, that they did not. So it was only basically put on me, which is fine because I obviously did not want her to feel any type of way. And my
Well,
parents,
then,
love her to
well,
death and everything, but she saw the dynamics at home. You know what I mean?
yeah,
She
yeah.
saw all of it, and I wouldn't put it past her if she didn't hear it because what they would say. But it's
Oh, they
okay.
anything they said to you, she could have heard and
Yeah, of course. If
realized it
she
had
was
to
right
do
there.
with her.
Mhm.
Yeah. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
But I think that's the most biggest thing I think I'm ashamed about or used to be ashamed
Well,
about.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry you went through that, because it's your family. Regardless of cultural difference,
Yeah.
it's your family,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, basically I put
You know.
shame upon my family, so that's how they took it. But it's okay. It's finished now. It's over with. They love her. They love her children. They don't say anything sarcastically anymore and everything is fine.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I would hope so at this stage of the game.
Yeah. Yeah, I would hope so too. I mean, if it didn't, obviously, I think I would have taken a different route with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
Yeah.
that's it. That's what's on my side. And yeah.
Gotcha.
Anything else? Let me
So.
think. Hmm. Let me see. Well, at one point in time, I should say that I was, and I'm probably ashamed, I would be ashamed of this, is seeing like when I was in the dating pool. Okay. So I would see these guys and it was like it was too close for comfort. Not that I would sleep with them, okay? Just dating. Just going out dating, like a normal person. Not just hop into bed. But it was like at one point in time I found that there was two guys that were living in the same house. So
Oh.
I was like, "Oh my god, this is ridiculous." So, yeah, no. No, that stopped immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, that stopped
Wow.
immediately once I realized that it was, the same house, same home type of situation.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that thank God it didn't go any further. So,
Right.
yeah. That would have been, oh my
Oh,
God, that would have been disastrous.
yeah. That
Yeah.
could have been. That's for sure.
Yeah. Well, what about
Crazy.
you? That's all I got. I don't really got too many things that I'm ashamed of. Nowadays, I don't give a shit about what people think about me. You like me, you like me. You don't like me, keep on walking. That's it.
Right?
I'm not going to
Well, that
stand
comes with
for it
maturity
anymore.
and growing up, and you know who your real friends are and who has your back and all
Exactly.
that. So when
Exactly.
you're young, you don't realize that. For me, the two big times in my life were my parents, and the fact
Mhm.
that my father was an alcoholic and not a nice man. There were people in the neighborhood that knew that, and I didn't understand it at the time because I was so young. And the whole divorce and all that fighting and grief he caused and stuff. And you said to me, even you didn't know I was going through that. It was embarrassing. I was ashamed.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, I had
I
no
don't know when
clue. I really had no
yeah,
clue.
I don't know when I first started talking about it. It was many years later, and now I'm just like, whatever. I'm one of them.
Yeah.
I'm like the guy next door, probably. Who knows? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know. The other time was when I went through depression. There was such a stigmatism attached to that when my sister passed, having to take her off life support, and I just was sad all the time. My mom, she's like, oh, I don't want to talk about that.
Oh,
And
yeah.
yeah, it made me feel like,
Like you had to hide it.
yeah.
Mhm.
And you can't tell me they weren't sad at times or that she wasn't depressed at times.
Of
And it's
course.
that pride and didn't acknowledge it type thing. And so then at work, I didn't want people to know that I was on meds and stuff. So I didn't talk about it.
Right.
It's because you're working with these people, and there's you might get close with a few, but you're in this building full of however many people, you're not close with everybody, and you don't be like telling everybody
No,
and stuff.
and back in the day, they didn't quite talk about that too much. And that's something
They
that
didn't.
I think it doesn't matter what culture you come from. We all have that in common. And
Yeah.
it's like, hush, hush, don't say that because if you are depressed like that, then you're freaking crazy. That doesn't mean you're
No.
crazy.
No.
It just means you need help.
Crazy means you're crazy.
Exact. Thank you.
Depression means you're sad.
Uh-huh.
And with depression, of course, comes the anxiety, and those
Yeah,
go hand in hand. You don't have anxiety without having some form of depression.
absolutely.
So yeah, so it was just kind of a time where I'd lost my sister, and my mother was like, oh, she didn't, she tried to talk to her, and she just, there was no connection. She wasn't talking back. She wasn't asking any questions. She wasn't participating. She just wanted to disconnect from it. And I know how she was with her mannerisms and how she handled things. And if there was a serious problem, she didn't want to talk about it. So everything was hush
Right.
hush. So, that just kind of fell into that category. So I was just like, fine, I'll deal with this on my own and a few
Yeah. And
close friends who,
you almost feel like if I say something to someone and they know that I'm on medication, what are they going to think of me? You know,
Yeah.
how are they gonna see me, especially if you're like at work or something like that.
Well, especially in the work setting,
Yeah.
your close friends who know you and who were there for me when I was sad and stuff, and be like, no, I'm coming to get you, get dressed, we're gonna go do something, we're gonna get out of the house.
Yeah,
That type of
that's
thing. They
different.
know
Yeah.
who I am, and they know, what all transpired and happened and whatnot. Not, and we're far from judgmental. And most of the time nowadays, someone has some form of depression at some point. Mine was situational. They called it situational due
Yeah.
to that situation and going through that, and never have lost anyone, was close to. So, I talk a bit more. Do I have moments of sadness nowadays? I have a moment of sadness. It may last like a few hours. I'm just kind of like blah, and then I'm over it. I don't take meds for it. I guess I do my thing. And,
Yeah, that's the same with me. It just lasts for a little bit of time. Maybe sometimes I think the most that it lasted with me was probably about a week where I kind of found myself like crying and just upset and just not having a great week, you know.
yeah,
But I'm like you. I don't take any medications. Well, I mean, I do take one, but it's used versatile. And ever since I've been taking it, I actually feel a lot better. But um, I don't take any other medications for that. I just kind of get myself out of that hole or out of that thinking.
I can definitely get myself out of the hole. Like I said, usually only lasts a few hours. If I am having a real bad day, I might have a good cry in the shower, and that's usually the end of it. I generally feel better, but it's very rare. It's very rare.
Yeah.
I did go and get treatment. My eye doctor that I worked for sent me for treatment, so he saw it in me, and I'm grateful to him.
Mhm.
Uh, but other than that, it's a rarity. Doesn't even happen maybe
Yeah.
once a year. Just
Yeah.
a few hours of blah, So it's just life. We're human. We're supposed to have feelings and experience all of them at one point or another in
Yeah,
our life.
definitely. And don't
You
ever be
know,
ashamed if you have depression or some form of mental
no,
mental health that you need to go get help for. Definitely go get help. Don't wait
yeah,
until it gets to be super super bad.
yeah,
Where you really literally cannot get out of your hole or crawl out of your hole. Um, and there are different ways to deal with that, and you'll find your own way to
hmm
snap yourself out of it, later on once you do get the help that you need.
yeah.
So,
So
yeah,
it's all manageable to based on how extreme it may be and the type and what and all that stuff. But yeah,
definitely.
I mean, yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
So those would be the two things that you can't talk about, can't whatever
Mhm.
express yourself because people are judgmental and critical. So
Very much
we all
so.
kind of
Yeah.
are so much, yeah. So some more so than others. Yeah. So I had answers. I had a good amount of answers.
Yeah.
Nothing, well, nothing in the hundreds or anything. I had probably, I don't know, 50, 60. So,
Not bad.
um, no, the first one was my anxiety. Well, that kind of goes with depression,
Yeah.
you know. So you need to talk to your doctor. There is medication to help control that depending on the severity of it.
Mhm.
But,
Yeah, but don't ever
anxiety.
be ashamed of it.
Nope, nope. We're human.
Yes.
Uh, Next person wrote being attracted to men.
That's shameful. I mean, yeah, ashamed. That's shameful.
Well, I would imagine
I don't.
back
Oh,
in the day, if you
It's a
were,
man attracted to a
yes,
man. Okay, I get it.
yeah,
I
if
get it.
you were, and then nowadays, if you have a real religious family, that's also
Yes.
a thing,
Wow.
So what's
That's a
sad
big
about
thing.
that is you're not going to change anything, and you're going to have that person miss out on your life as well as
Exactly.
missing out on their life. And you need to put it in perspective,
Yes.
So, um, in today's day and age, I was kind of shocked at that answer. But I guess it might be more of possibly a family thing.
Yeah, it's probably a family thing. I know this day and age, like you said, it's a little more open than it used to be before.
Hmm.
Culturally, I can tell you culturally, it is still not accepted among the Arabic community. Um, I don't want to say all Arabic community because I can only tell you what from my experience, and I can tell you that it's not fully accepted by our Arabic community. So it still gets looked down upon. And
Gotcha.
I think it has to do a lot with religion because overseas, in the Middle East, it's basically all about religion. With some people. I'm not saying all people, but some people they
Hmm.
focus more so on religion, and you can't do this and you can't do that and don't do this and don't do that, and it's like they just don't want you to live. Like I just don't get it.
Well, the reality is everyone gets to be themselves. And I'm sure everyone has an opinion about everyone being themselves. Doesn't mean you need to share it or express it. you know.
No, but it's
Uh,
funny to me because everybody has an opinion, okay, but everybody's doing it behind closed doors.
correct.
Like, so what? I mean, for me, I don't care. For me, as long as, you're happy and you're doing whatever it is that makes you happy without hurting anyone, it's fine. But,
Well, yeah, and that's the thing is it doesn't affect me.
right,
It's not my
exactly,
life, you
exactly,
know. It's none of my business.
exactly.
Just like being straight is none of yours. So,
That's right.
well,
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying? It's so, anyways, yeah, it's kind of how I
Yeah.
feel about things. Yeah. Someone wrote on warfare, and someone responded to that. Why would you be ashamed of that? And then they responded back, because men are vile and disgusting creatures. Violence is innate in all men.
I don't know if I believe that. I don't think it's all men. I think it's in some
Well,
men.
no, did you ask all men?
Well, yeah. Did you statistically get its level? No.
Right?
Yeah. So I don't believe that it is in all men. No. I don't know. How do you feel on that one?
I don't think it's in all men.
Yeah.
Um, I don't. You know, I mean, some men are vile, some are not. know?
True. Yeah.
Yeah, So,
Well,
you
just like
know,
some women are vile.
I was just gonna say some women are vile,
Yeah.
some women are violent. So
Exactly. Exactly. So it works
that's
both ways.
it does work both ways. Some people show any skin. I feel fine until I leave the house. Then it's like it's all I can think about. So they must feel insecure in their own skin.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I mean, if you're not showing your entire body, like, I mean, I don't know, like, what she's showing.
I
If
don't
she's
either.
not, for example, if she's not happy with her arms, let's say, the top of your arm sometimes can get pretty big
Yeah.
in some people, and some people have skinny arms. So, I mean, if that's something that bothers you, just, put on one of those little, I don't even know what you call them. It's not a little jacket. What do you call them?
It's a
It's
little
like a little,
bolero.
is that what it's
Bolero.
called? Oh, I learned a new word
Hmm.
today. Look at that.
You learned a new word. You're
I
welcome.
did on the, I don't even know what I called it. I just thought,
And I only know that boutique, and they were called from this line, this whatever. They were
yeah,
called boleros. I was like, okay, that's what they're
okay.
called.
Then it's a bolero. Put a bolero on.
Right.
Yeah. Or
uh,
if she's not happy with a certain type of area, then maybe if you wanted to fix it, fix it. But do it for yourself. Don't do it because somebody else is looking at you or because somebody else has their own opinion of, oh, I don't like that look or whatever. So you do it for yourself if that's
Yeah.
what you want to do.
Yeah. So quiet, but once I get comfortable with you, I become energetic and excited, which is annoying to most. So either way, I lose. Edit. Either way, I am not ashamed of it. It is more others shaming me.
Others shame her for being quiet or him.
They shame her for being quiet, but once she gets comfortable with you, she becomes energetic and excited. It's annoying to most, so either way, I lose. And by the way, I am not ashamed of it. It is more others shaming me. So maybe she's a little overexcited or something and then doesn't stop. I don't know. It was kind of vague in that sense.
It
No
is kind of
shame
vague. I'm
you
not
being
sure.
you. Yeah, I mean, if
Well,
you're
I
having a
mean,
good
one
time
good
talking,
positive thing, she's not ashamed of it. So that's a good thing. And don't listen to anybody
yeah,
else. Who cares? And
right?
I
Then don't
mean,
hang out with them.
that's what I mean. Yes. Go find new friends.
Go find new friends.
Find new people that'll accept you for who
Go
you are.
online and say, I'm an energetic, exciting person. I need to meet people just like me.
Exactly. That's right. Where are you located?
Right. um, I am pretty quiet. I isolate myself, but when I feel at ease, I become very outgoing and excited. That's interesting. Another version of that answer. So it's funny. Like if I go to a gathering, it's a lot of people, and I'm just like, what am I doing here? I don't know these people. We don't have anything in common. I always am quiet. Believe it or not, I am quiet.
Same. No, same.
Yeah, I'm just like
Same.
I have to read the room, read the people, see what's going on. And I get overly excited. No, but I may, talk with someone and whatnot. So it's interesting.
Well, you know
How
what's
there
funny is
were.
because in here, I have to talk to people all the time. And a lot of
Mm-hmm.
them are strangers, you know? Like, I have no
Right.
problem doing that, but I think it's psychological where I'm like, okay, this is my job, you know? Whereas if I was at a party, like you said, it's not a job.
Yeah,
So you're just
it's
kind of looking
different
around.
setting.
Yeah.
I have to talk to people. Um, yeah, I have to talk to people, and with imaging, you gotta be able to talk about any body part.
Oh my God. I'm not going to say
So,
nothing to that.
in the beginning, I was like, it's a scrotum. So now I just look at the guy.
Quietly.
So now I'm like, so you need an ultrasound of your scrotum? He's like, yeah. I'm beyond it.
Well, see, then there again, it's like a job because
It's
you're
a
doing it for
job.
your job. Yeah, you're not doing it because
Yeah,
you're
I'm
asking him
not.
about his scrotum. How's your
No,
scrotum
I'm
today?
not. Yeah.
Is
Trust me,
it
I am
doing
not
all right?
asking. How's it hanging?
Yeah. Come with me. We are going to take pictures of your scrotum.
you know,
Yeah.
when you
Like
do
you
that
said, different
imaging.
setting. Different setting. Can you imagine when you're a radiologist over at imaging? You're like, lay
Oh,
down,
I just.
stay still, take a deep breath.
Well, it's the texts that do it.
Yeah.
Rads read it. And, so I'll go back there, and the first things out of the ultrasound text mouths are, please tell me it's not balls. Or if I go back and just say, I love you, they're like, damn it.
They already know it's the balls. Here
They
they
already
come.
know
Here
they
they
come.
come. Oh my God, that's too funny. When I was a nurse, I was like very scared to like look at somebody's body parts. And you
Yeah. Well,
had to.
you had to.
Yeah, but I was young. I was like 20,
Mhm.
21 years old. Like, and I'm
Yeah.
sitting here looking at somebody's penis or somebody's vagina. I'm like, ah! I don't know if I should be all up in there.
Yeah, that's why I never went into nursing.
Yeah. Well, and then all I
Good.
could think of is my mother could see me now.
Right.
If my mother can see me now. And then she'd ask me how was work. Well, I'm just looking at vaginas and penises all day long, Mom. So I'd never tell her that.
She had to know.
I'm sure she did, but she just didn't want to talk about it.
Oh,
That
good
was another
grief, yeah.
shameful thing. That's another shameful thing. Yeah, don't talk about body parts.
Yeah, well, that's how that is in my family. We don't talk about body parts, what anyone's
Hmm.
doing, where, here, there, or anywhere. So, yeah,
Well, and forget
you know.
about girls getting their period and having that talk. I never got
Oh
that
no,
talk. Mm-mm.
no. I
I
remember
never
your
got that
story.
talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I didn't either. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Nowadays,
I
I
hear
think.
you.
Did you do it with your daughter? Did you
I
have a
did.
talk with her? Yeah,
I did.
I
I
did.
talked to
I had
them
a
so
talk with
much
mine.
about I talked to mine so much about even not getting pregnant, not
Yeah.
causing pregnancies that they're like, "Oh my God, Mom, I wish you just stopped talking."
Yeah. But you have to. You got to talk to your kids like
You know,
that. You got to leave
you
the
know,
door open.
yeah, and God, yeah. So I talked to them about it, and she's come to me with stuff. He's come to me with stuff. It's
Yeah.
like,
Well,
I
see,
don't know.
but they can come to you. If I
Yeah,
if
I
I did
wanted that
that to my mom.
relationship, but nowadays I'm like, no, I'm good.
Well, they're grown nowadays. They shouldn't even tell you about any of that stuff.
Well, the daughter will sometimes be like, hey, did this ever happen to you? So I'm going to talk to her. I'm not going
Yeah,
to, not answer her, not
of
talk to her,
course. Yeah.
and stuff. Or did this ever happen to you, Ben? Or did this cause this for you? I'm like, I don't know what that's about. Go ask your
You
father.
exactly. And then she goes to her dad, and her dad go ask your mom. I already did. She didn't give me an answer. She gave. She
Pretty
said
much, she's
talk
like,
to
I'm not
you.
asking him that. I'm like, I know, I'm joking.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
then I handle it. Yeah. Whether I want to or not, whether I cry afterwards, whatever's happening, I handle it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is what it is. So,
Yeah. That's
um,
good.
someone posted being a non-alcoholic and a non-smoker in a friend's circle. So I'm assuming they hang out with alcoholics and smokers.
Probably, but they shouldn't be ashamed of that. They should be proud of that.
Well, they probably feel like that third wheel in the sense that, like, I don't smoke and I don't drink like they do, so they probably criticize. I know, like, if I would say to at a family gathering, you want a rum and coke? And I'd be like, no, I'm not in the mood. What do you mean you're not in the mood?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. True.
I had a brother-in-law do that. I'm like, I don't want one. Is there like a
Right.
rule on being at a family gathering and turn
You
down a
must
drink?
have a rum and coke.
I mean, just, so if there's only ones, then they're like, oh, come on. Or, they could be,
Well,
people
probably
are.
probably also with him because he's not a drinker or a smoker. Those people are hanging around with each other a lot more and talking to each other, which kind of leaves him on the outside. So it's
Well,
good probably
exactly.
how he feels. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's okay. Be proud that you don't do any of that stuff and find groups of people that don't do that stuff too and go hang out with them.
There's plenty of people. Whenever I see someone smoking, like, some people still smoke. Why?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's very expensive, I hear, nowadays.
Oh, it's
And then
extremely.
the health risk is not worth it. I know someone who was a big smoker, and she has cancer of her throat,
Oh God.
and recently just posted, literally recently, 2 days ago, the tumors in my lungs are shrinking. So at one point, after the radiation stuff, what she had to wear, that whole thing you have to wear and have made for you for your radiation,
Yeah, my mom had to wear
her
that.
throat, and then now she's dealing with tumors, plural,
Mhm. Mhm.
lungs. Well, now we've spread to another organ.
Right.
So what do you think the quality of life is going to be? And the time she's out still partying. I don't think she's smoking. She's doing, I see her posting out with friends and always drinking
Right.
at least every weekend, probably once or twice in a week. So you're battling this and then you're putting crap into your system. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it either. When my mom found out that she had cancer in her throat, just like this girl that you're talking about, she like quit
Yeah.
smoking that same day.
Yeah.
That same day, she never even touched a cigarette again.
Yeah.
I think it's sad to say that it takes that
To
diagnosis
make you
to
quit
make you
that
stop.
quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you should have
And that
done it a long time ago.
diagnosis is not a good diagnosis. I mean, no cancer
No.
is good. Some are worse than others.
Mhm.
You
Mhm.
know, and now you're getting treatment and it's shrunk them. Okay, so now you have to go. You're getting a break, but you got to go back for
Yeah.
more treatment. I, you
Yeah.
know, you
Yeah.
know,
Well,
not a
people
not
still
a
do
good
it.
time. Yeah, I mean,
No,
like
not a good time.
I don't expect to live to be 100, but I don't want to spend my golden years fighting anything that I don't have to.
Well,
And I'm not
exactly.
saying she caused it because there's genetics that play a huge factor, but I mean, if you have a higher risk, like if I had a really high risk of cancer, in my family, I probably be like even cleaner than I am now, you
Well,
know?
yeah, you wouldn't put those toxins in your body.
No, no, because you know what's going to trigger when.
Exactly. Exactly.
You can't control that. And I want
No.
to have experiences. I'd much rather have experiences,
Yeah, definitely.
you know.
Well, don't be
Someone
ashamed of
wrote,
that, Mr. or Mrs., whoever you are. Go find people who are the
yeah,
exact same as you.
just go find people that aren't, you know. Sweating too much almost all the time. There's medication you can take for that.
Yes, there is.
You know, there's medication you can take for that, you know. And I've known people that were like that it doesn't matter what's going on, what they're doing. They're always hot. They always sweat. It is a condition, and there is medication to help shut that down or less.
Yeah.
But you got to talk to your PCP about it.
Yeah, definitely.
Someone wrote being very slightly overweight.
Well, I will say that I felt that before. So I can understand what they mean by that.
Well,
Because
yeah,
it's like, you have the stereotypical, you're seeing all these people who are skinny and thin and models and everybody wants to be thin and do this and do that. So if you get a little bit of weight on you or a little bit of fat on you, then people will come down on you like, oh my God, oh, she can't fit in that, or oh, she can't fit in that. But it's
yeah,
nothing to be ashamed of.
yeah,
You are who you are. If you want to lose
yeah.
weight, lose weight. If you don't want to and you're happy, you find your happiness within yourself.
Someone wrote the fact that I have no desire to have any children of my own. I want to foster and adopt. No desire to birth one. Well, you shouldn't be ashamed of that.
Right.
There's plenty of kids that need foster and adopting,
Exactly.
and if you don't want to go through morning sickness or an emergency cesarean or birthing one naturally, then don't. And you want to help a kid who needs home, then by all means, help a kid that needs a home,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah, I mean, so don't feel ashamed. Don't let family be like, well, it's not really yours. I've heard of that, it's not really yours.
No.
That's really crappy, by the way.
Yeah, it is.
How, you're saying that to your child, and then the baby hears it or the child hears it, and then you're, just don't be a crappy person. If that's how you feel, just don't say it.
Just keep it to yourself. It's better that way.
Yeah, just shut up and don't say it. you know? No one needs to hear your negativeness. So yeah. someone wrote, my social battery being small. Yesterday, me and my boyfriend hung out with a group of all new people to me, and on the way back home, I was exhausted. My boyfriend kept saying a lot of things to me, even when I asked him to stop. And at some point, I lost it and told him, please, I need to be quiet for a little while. I'm so exhausted from socializing. He said, you just get tired too fast, and I can't stop thinking about it.
Yeah.
People is exhausting.
It is definitely exhausting.
You know, when you have to talk to people for work all day long and ask questions, get the answer, go from there. It gets exhausting. And I value my quiet time. I've learned that. I've said that more than once.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing to be ashamed, and maybe your boyfriend needs to respect that you need quiet and space and just downtime. That's okay.
Yeah, definitely.
You know,
Sometimes you need that downtime just to kind of regroup.
I'm enjoying mine tonight.
Oh my gosh, I know. I love my downtime when nobody's here at the restaurant. I just kind of enjoy all the quietness.
Yep. Someone wrote, picking at my acne, skin pimples, etc. So, go see a esthetician.
Yeah. Well, I'm a pimple popper, and I'm not ashamed of it, and I like watching it.
I can't just. Ugh.
Oh my God, I
So,
love it.
if I get one, I will pop it on me, but I don't watch it. I don't watch Mr. Pimple Popper. I'm good. Um, but if you're ashamed and you pick at yourself, especially your face, and you're worried about scarring, and you feel the bumps and whatnot, one way to not feel the bumps is get a good esthetician, and then you won't have the urge to pick because your skin will be smooth and soft, and it might help break that habit of, oh my God, I have a zit, I need to squeeze it.
Yeah.
So,
Well, if it gets to
you
be
know,
too bad, it's and that it's creating, craters in your face or something, not good, then yeah, definitely go see somebody for that because they can fix your face. But um, no, I mean, I don't know. Listen, I like that stuff, and I don't know if it's the nurse in me that I like that stuff, and I like to watch it and stuff, and I do like to pop it on other people. If I see something, I'm like, can I just get that? Can I please? Can I get it?
oh,
Yeah. Is that something to be ashamed of? Nah, I'm not ashamed of it.
so now I know to watch closely.
Yeah.
When you're around, be like, how's
Don't
my
walk
face? Has
too
any
close to
blemishes?
me.
Where's Pascal?
Yeah, exactly. Here I
Oh my. Being so clingy. I love hanging out with my partner like all the time. He occasionally needs alone time, which is perfectly fine. I don't mind it, but it makes me feel weird that I never feel that way. Well, you're not fine because you're mentioning it and it's on your mind and you're talking about it and you don't like it.
Yeah.
So if you're being clingy, you at least recognize that you're being clingy. And maybe that's something you need to work on, is learning how to be alone for 30 minutes at a time by yourself.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely.
You know, there's something being said for being alone. It's okay to be alone.
Yeah,
You
I'm
know,
good. Yeah, I
it's
like
it's
being alone. I enjoy my alone time.
I
Um,
enjoy my alone time. So if you admit you're clingy, the being alone thing does bother you because you're thinking about it, you're talking about it, you mentioned it,
exactly. Back the
and
hell up.
you need to
Back
work
the
on
hell
having
up.
some alone time. You need to work on having
I know
some
it's not
alone
funny. I'm
time.
sorry. I'm sorry.
No, it is funny. You need to work on having some alone time because mentally it's good for you. It's like having a baby. You can't entertain them all the time. They have to be able to self-entertain and self-soothe. Do you hold them when they cry? Well, of course, you can comfort them and stuff like that. They can be on the ground and play and and whatnot, and learn to entertain themselves. So, you got to learn to do that for yourself as well. So pop in a movie and enjoy it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And
Um,
believe it or not, you're going to enjoy that alone time. Definitely 100%.
it's a habit. So if you're in the habit of being clingy, then you need to somehow break that cycle for yourself. My poor mental health. I felt bad for the person that's said. That's a big range of things. Could be a
Yeah.
lot of things. If you have poor mental health and you know it, go talk to your doctor. Find the correct therapist. Get the right meds if you need meds.
Yes. And
If you
find a
need to
confidant.
combine medication, yes, well, yeah. And if you need to combine medication with exercise, get out of the house and start
Hmm.
with walking a dog, borrow the neighbor's dog, do something. I have nothing really to go on. I've done all those things myself. So yes, poor mental health. I'm so sorry. You recognize it in yourself. It's half the battle, but then you have to take the steps to help yourself. And maybe you are, and it's just a work in progress. And we all are a work in progress. So good luck to you.
Yes.
Someone wrote my height. I'm 5 foot on the dot. I've always been small, and people have mocked me for it my whole life. They think it's cute and funny to do so, smiling all smug and giggly when they do, as if it's okay. It's not. It's just degrading and makes me die inside every time. Well, then you need to
Oh.
stand up for yourself.
Yes.
Um, or you need new friends. If it's family or a close friend, or you thought it was a close friend, you need to say, hey, you know what? This bothers me. I'm sorry I'm short. I don't need to be reminded of it all the time.
Yeah,
But
voice your opinion. Let them know. Let them know that it bothers you, because they're not going to know, and they're going to continue to do that if they don't know. If they, I don't know if you're laughing along with them when they tell you this, but if you are, they're not going to know that it bothers you. You have to literally voice it. Let them know. And like Shar said, like find new friends or find new people to hang around with if they're constantly doing the same thing to you, because that's not
I mean,
cool.
I have a neighbor down the road. She's like 4'9", and she's older than me. And we were outside talking one day, and we're friends. And she's a riot. And she goes to me, she was talking about her shortness. And she goes, I'm in proportion, right? I'm not a dwarf.
Right?
I'm
Oh
like,
my
geez.
God. My
But
daughter's
she was
four
making
foot
fun of
nine.
herself. Is she?
She is. She's a little thing. She
Yeah.
barely hits 5 feet.
And then my other friend, Alicia, she's short as well. And but she's just, they're both good as can be. And they know they're short. They don't need you to tell them they're short. They know they're
Yeah,
short. They've
no
been with
shit.
it their whole
Exactly.
lives. No
Exactly.
shit, It's no
Exactly.
different than if you wake up one morning and you have a zit on your nose. Anyone wants to tell you have a zit on your nose. It's like, no, I didn't look in the mirror today. Not a clue. Not a
No
clue that I
shit.
have a
No
zit on my
shit,
nose.
Sherlock.
No shit.
Yeah.
I I look like Rudolph, but that's,
Oh my God.
So they know they're short. Leave them alone. You know. Um, this made me laugh. You listening?
I'm listening.
I have a fat cat. LOL. I absolutely hate it because I can't wear leggings or cute bodysuits.
Okay. So she has a little pouch. A kangaroo pouch?
A fat, a fat cat,
What does that
not a
mean?
pouch.
No, that's a
What's another
pouch.
word for
That's a
cat?
pouch down there. That's a little, well, I call it
Uh,
a pouch, but okay, I get it.
you say pouch, I think stomach.
Yeah, oh, okay.
Like a
No.
kangaroo has a pouch, a stomach,
No,
right? So
it's her
you,
cookie. It's
she's
her cookie. I know.
her,
It's her cookie.
yes, meow. So when she says, I have a fat cat, meow, what's another word for cat?
Oh my God. I don't even know what to say to that. Okay, I know what to say to that. So, there are men out there who like fat cats and
There
they
are.
like those things. So don't be ashamed of your little fat cat. As long
Now,
as you're
with
not
that being said,
putting
doesn't mean you have
something,
to show it to everybody.
well, that's I was just going to say, as long as you are wearing
Just
something
being
proper,
classy and tacky. Yeah.
exactly, and you don't like have a camel toe or anything like that, then you're
That's
going to be
what I was
perfectly
going.
fine. Yes. And then you're going to be perfectly fine. But then if you're
So what she's
dressing,
saying is if she wears those things, she's not perfectly fine.
yeah, but you can still wear those things, just wear a longer shirt. That's all. You can cover your
Well,
cooter cat.
clearly she doesn't want to, is apparently.
You don't want to cover your cooter cat? You have to. If you're ashamed of your cooter cat, you need to cover it up. So I have a little belly pouch, okay, down. I have, well, sometimes it's a big belly cat pouch, but it all depends on what I'm eating. Anyway, what I like to do is I like to
That's
hide
very
it.
different than the other thing.
I know, but I like to hide it though still. So I buy shirts that are a little bit longer, and same thing, for my backside. Like I don't like people to see my backside, so I buy shirts a little bit longer. So if you don't want people to see your cooter cat, buy longer shirts. That's
Are we calling
it.
it the cooter cat now?
It is a cooter cat. Meow, like you said. Meow.
Meow.
Meow. That's it, honey. Just buy longer shirts. That's it. You don't gotta be ashamed of your thick, beautiful cooter cat. It's okay. It's okay. Sometimes thickness is okay. Just cover it up. That's all. Don't sling it out to the world. Just cover it up. Make it look dainty, make it look nice, and you'll be good.
Black is slimming there.
I love black. Everything black, I love.
Monochromatic, you're good to go. So
Exactly.
anyways,
Yes.
not working out consistently enough.
Oh, they must have somebody with them that is like a constant, probably somebody who works out all the time and is probably putting them down saying, "Oh, why are you sitting on the couch? Get up. Let's go do this or let's go do that."
Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
Having scoliosis, it's severe and I still can't live with it. Well, I feel absolutely horrible for that comment. I feel for you. That can't be any fun. You say it's severe. When it's severe, when it hits a certain degree of curvature, they can do surgery.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that is something, if you're not quite to that severe of a curve, or if you just need to go have a conversation with your doctor. But they do x-rays and imaging to measure how severe the curve is, to figure
Yeah.
out
What you
if
need.
you are a candidate for this surgery. Yep. So that is a conversation. I am sorry. I tell you what, if that was me and it was severe, I definitely would be in the conversation.
Yeah. And it can get you down and everything, and we understand that, but this is a medical
Absolutely.
issue too, so try to
Correct.
find somebody to talk to.
Yep. Go to therapy, find a doctor, see what your options are.
Uh-huh. And don't
Go
be
from
ashamed
there.
of that at all. Don't be ashamed of that
No,
at all.
you can't control that. You can't control. My
No.
friend's son is actually just diagnosed with it up here in his neck,
Yeah.
between his shoulder blades. Yeah.
Oh.
He has to now go every 6 months to all children's for a checkup. He's a teen.
Yeah.
It's, you only see it when he poses for it. So they're monitored every 6 months for any change, growth, and kind of see. He's one visit. He's getting ready to do a 6-month follow up for them to look at it and see if there's
How old
any
is he?
change or if it's
How old is
13.
he, do you know? 13, yeah. Well,
13.
kids can be really cruel at that age too, so,
Again, you can't see it. It's only when they did his test that you could see it, and it's
Oh,
just up
okay.
here, and
All right.
yeah. So he's
So he's
tall
getting
and
it.
upright, and yeah.
He's
So
getting
he's
it taken
monitored
care
right
of.
now because it's nothing you can do anything for at this stage. This is
Right,
the very
right.
beginning. So,
Yeah.
and it may not go anywhere. It may stabilize, which is why they're monitoring him every 6 months. So,
Yeah, true,
uh,
true.
someone said body hair. Well, that depends on where it is, and you can usually have most of it removed.
Yeah, you
You
can nowadays. There's
can,
lots
you
of
can.
ways to do it.
I get my legs waxed,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
so
I don't get anything
during jet
waxed.
ski season. I decided I don't like shaving my legs anymore. And I have friends that go get waxed and some get everything waxed. I'm like, okay. And I don't get everything waxed. I do get some things waxed.
Mm-mm.
And,
No,
you
honey.
have hair at parts of your body for a reason. To women. Sorry.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, that's not getting
So,
waxed at all. No, thank you. But
yeah. So, but that's my opinion. And but I do get my legs waxed for jet ski season because it lasts like, a couple weeks, and I'm out shaving. I could shave every day, and I'm just not doing it anymore. So
yeah, and I don't blame you. That's why I got a
yeah,
zapper.
no,
So I shave and then I do the laser for me, and that seems to
yeah.
be working to kind of keep the hair, down and timid. I don't shave my arms. I know a lot of people shave their arms. I know, timid, right?
Yes,
Yeah. I'm
I
not a
know,
hairy
timid. That's the
gorilla,
word.
okay? I'm not a hairy gorilla.
Yeah. Well, you have, there's research it. The hair on your arms serve a purpose. The hair on your nose
They
serves
do.
a purpose.
Yes.
Medically, it does. All the hair serves a purpose. So people are like, oh, it's more hygienic. Hygienic. Well, what's going on?
Right. Well,
Do
if
you not
God didn't want
shower
us to
and
have
use
it, he wouldn't
a bar
have
of soap?
made us born with it.
I mean, do you not shower and use a bar of soap? I don't understand. So anyway, it's I do get my legs waxed because I'm just not doing that anymore. But yeah, and,
You believe it or not,
and
I don't
it's
shave. I don't shave my legs as often anymore. I don't have a lot of hair. I really
well, I'm
don't. I
sure it
think
has to do with aging and
well, it's
hormones
genetics.
and menopause and genetics. And so a whole bunch of things for women that go into that boat.
Yeah. I get it from
I
my
still grow
dad.
hair. Yeah.
Yeah, I get it from my dad. My dad doesn't have a lot of hair on his body. Um, so I got, less. Unfortunately, my daughter, poor thing, her dad her dad was hairy. So she got the coarse dark hair. Um, I'm sorry, Max. I'm sorry. But she gets it waxed like you. She likes the waxing.
Hmm.
She likes it because it just, like you said, lasts longer than your
It
normal
lasts
shave.
longer. It smooths
Yes, and soft.
and it stays smooth for a while. And when it comes in, okay, now here's a reason to laugh at me. Well, there's always a reason to laugh at me, but here's one. But like when I let the dogs out in the morning, I sleep in a nightgown. So, sometimes I just go out there with them and I kind of, we'll get the skimmer and skim the hull this time of
Yeah.
year and whatnot, or whatever's going on. And I haven't been to be waxed all winter. So I've shaved a few times. I'll get lectured, but it's like, I'm not out on the skis. I'm not doing anything. I'm wearing jeans. I'm not going to go get waxed. So I'll start waxing again here soon in the next few weeks. So I go out there, and because your hair grows in thinner after you start waxing, like you don't get it, and I don't feel it until the wind blows. And then I look down in the natural light. I'm like, oh my God.
Wait,
I
wait,
need to call my lady.
I felt the exact same thing. Not on my legs though, but on my arm hair.
I'm like, this is no go. I don't care for that feeling. I'm making phone calls today.
It does feel weird, doesn't it?
It's awful.
It is. It's the weirdest feeling ever. Yes.
It is
Yes.
awful.
I think
It
we all
is
have that in
awful.
common for sure.
Yeah. Not until I step outside in my nightgown, because no one can see me back there anyway, and I'm out there
But
with the
yeah, of
dogs. So it's
course.
like I'll do a chore, and I'm like, whatever. And before I go
Yeah.
shower and get ready for work, I'm like, oh, there's a breeze. Oh no.
It's waxing time.
It's waxing time.
Oh my God, that's funny. That's because I
But it's
experienced the same
true.
damn thing. Yes.
Hmm. Yeah,
Oh,
true
that's
story.
funny. It's cute.
True story.
True story.
Oh, it don't feel cute. No, no, it doesn't
I
feel
know
very
it
cute.
doesn't feel cute, but it is like though because because we all experience the same thing is what's funny, and it just dawns on you like, wait a minute, I did feel that. I felt exactly what she
Yep.
was talking about.
And I looked down, I'm like, oh my gosh, some of them are really long.
Yes, yes, and you don't realize it
This is,
either until
and
like
then I
you
put on
said
my
the
work
wind
pants
blows.
and I'm like, oh, now I feel every single one. Now that I see
Mhm.
them, I put on my work pants and I'm walking at work going, oh my God, I got a call.
Yeah. Yep.
So the
Exactly.
next person also posted body hair and only had one partner. I feel that my love life truly sucks and I'm missing out.
Um.
Well, again, body hair you can have removed. If you've had one sexual partner, that's not a horrific thing.
No.
You're not missing it unless you're with a great person.
Exactly. Exactly. And trust me, honey, not all men are created equal.
No, they're not.
Even though they want you to think they are, they're really not.
They're not.
We'll elaborate on another
So
episode, but not this one.
that's a whole different episode. So
Yes.
I'm not sure the title of that
So
one. We'll
you're
have to come
not,
up with that.
yeah, you're not really missing anything, honey. Don't worry about it. Like, you should not be ashamed that you've only been with one person. It's okay to be with one person. And, like Shar
Yeah.
said, you got to find the right person to be with. So it doesn't mean that you have to
Yeah.
go and try every flavor ice cream there is in this world. I don't think so.
No, no, you don't need to be doing that. There's something to be said for not doing. Again, for me, it's an emotional thing. So,
It is
you
very
find the right
emotional
person,
thing,
meet the right
though.
person, there is a connection. Well, there are people that shut that off apparently. So, and
No,
that's fine for them. I am not one of those people.
no, neither am I.
I've
It's
actually
a,
had a list. You need to learn to shut off your emotions. I was like, no, I don't.
Right, exactly. No, you don't. Because
I don't.
it's you as a person. So actually,
Yeah.
I commend her for not sleeping with the whole world. It's the opposite. You shouldn't be
Mm-hmm.
ashamed. So,
Yeah.
but if you want to try another
They wrote
flavor, go
person.
for it. I don't know
Know
what to
them,
tell you.
know their medical history, check their labs.
Yes, yes. Take
If you
them
need
to
help
get
with
blood
that,
work.
send me a picture and I'll
Yeah.
go with you over the labs and we'll discuss
Yes.
it.
Take them to go get blood work, honey.
Yeah. When I can't control my PTSD flashbacks, well, that you should not be ashamed of. I'm sure
No.
if something happens and you're out in public and it triggers something and people don't realize what's happening, I understand that. But that's
Yeah.
nothing to be ashamed of. You know what's happening.
Right.
And again, you need basically, if you're not seeking counseling, please do.
Yeah, please get some help for that. There is
Because
help
I
for that.
have, yeah. There's nothing to offer for that except you got to go to therapy.
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
And it's work, and you have to face demons and all the things that
Yeah,
happen. So
it is work, but you'll find your own niche on how to control it and with proper medication maybe or proper communication with somebody who is licensed to deal with this, then they'll be able to help you.
yeah. So next person wrote small boobs. Join the club. Who cares?
Small boo.
when you get older, who the hell cares? You
Yeah.
either like me for me or you don't.
Well, yeah. I
And I
mean,
have to
people like
worry about being a man and having small boobs, and I probably don't want to be with that man
exactly. Yeah. That's why we're
because
friends,
that's a
right?
two-way road.
That's why we're friends. I like you for your small boobs. I'm just saying. I'm just kidding.
And again, that's a whole other topic,
Yeah.
different podcast.
I can't relate too much to that because I think I was already, I don't know, a C cup when I was in 8th grade. I got the opposite in 8th grade. I got the boys making fun of me because my boobs were big.
Well,
Isn't
you
that
can't win.
funny?
They're
No,
either
you
too
can't
small
win.
or they're too big.
Yeah. So it
But
doesn't matter.
let's see y'all's penises.
Right,
Line them
exactly.
up. Let's see how you like it.
Exactly. Yes, that's right.
I
It's
mean,
just because
what you
it's
like a
something that we
person
can't
for.
see. It's something we
Yeah,
cannot see. We cannot visualize without somebody not having clothes on. That's the only
yeah,
problem. But the boobs are out there because you
yeah,
could see it. You could see with the shirt on or shirt or whatever you're
yeah,
wearing.
yeah. And again,
Yeah.
we can't control that. Well, I mean,
No.
you can't pay for bigger ones. You can't pay for bigger ones. I had no desire to do that. So guess what?
Yeah. And if they
Take me
want,
as I
if
am, or you just keep walking.
yeah, and
Well,
if
I don't
that
care.
commenter, if she wants to get bigger boobs, then do it, but please do it safely. Don't do it just because you want to do it and get it over with because you think big boobs are in.
And with that
Do it
being
safe.
said, don't go from one extreme to the other. Make it
Yes.
natural. Make it you don't, and proportionate to your body
Yes.
and not ridiculous.
No, and do your homework on those
Yeah.
doctors. Don't just go to any doctor. Make sure you take second
No.
and third opinions.
Yeah. Fourth and fifth. Good grief.
Well, yeah, because it's not like
Where
it's not like something simple. I mean, you're
no.
gonna have something inside of you.
The
This is not.
recovery from that and the recovery
Yes.
from that's not pleasant. You have a lot of pain and
No.
discomfort for a while. It's not
Mhm.
pleasant. So
Mhm.
that's a hard pass for me.
Yeah.
I am not a fan of pain and unpleasantries. So
No, thank you.
decide.
No, thank you.
Wearing slightly revealing necklines while not having a very big chest. Well, again, don't wear them.
Are
Find a
you a
neckline that suits what chest you have, or go get bigger boobs. That's what you want.
well? Is she ashamed of the neckline or is she ashamed of the boobs? I don't.
I
Maybe
think it's
both.
more of it's not having a very big chest. So she probably feels it's not as flattering without having a very big chest.
Yeah. Yeah. Well.
'Cause women with the cleavage and that all that old crap.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Perky
know,
and cleavage and size C's and
have a couple of babies, nurse them, and get back to me for a year. Then we'll
yeah,
talk.
exactly. Yeah. Or if that's something you want to do,
uh,
you want to get bigger boobs, like we said, be safe
have
about it.
at it.
That's it.
Yep.
Yep.
Be smart.
Yep.
Wear revealing clothes. It's something about my shoulders or my skin or whatever. So I don't know if they think their shoulders are too broad or wide or weird or I don't know. They something about their shoulders. I don't really
Well,
know what to do with that.
that's
I
like a
think
self-esteem
broaden
issue. I
yeah.
think I think self-esteem plays a little bit into that. I mean, if you have to be satisfied with your body. If you're not satisfied and you want to change it, then change it. But if you are satisfied within your body, like I'm a big girl. I'm not a little tiny petite little thing, but I could lose a couple pounds. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm happy. I'm good with me. I don't wear revealing clothes because obviously I know that I have love handles and this and that and the other thing, but I'm still comfortable with my body. So, I mean,
And
that's
that's all
me.
that matters, really.
Yeah, that is all that
That's all that
matters.
matters. So don't, So yes, it's definitely if she's looking at herself in the mirror, doesn't like something, that's something she's struggling with. So
Yeah. Yeah.
the next person wrote, uh, well, this one's a little long. So it's that I stuck around in an abusive relationship for as long as I did. Escaped again today, only to be blackmailed and harassed. I'm moving across country in a week, thankfully. Many people blame domestic violence victims. I'm ashamed to talk about it with most people in my life. Well, let me tell you something. From someone who grew up in a house full of domestic violence, and my mom not having family to talk to, because again, multiple things. This was 83, they got divorced. So she left in 82 ish. Okay. She had no support from her family. She literally left everything, her car, her everything they ever bought and paid for, her wedding rings, had a small bag, little carry-on bag, got a Greyhound bus and was heading to San Francisco. Okay. Her family didn't believe her. When I last saw my Uncle Mike the year before he died, and he's been gone 4 or 5 years, he said, I did not believe her. He didn't do anything. Did not believe his own sister. Oh, he seems like a nice guy. Wouldn't do that. But you don't live with the nice guy you see once every however many years.
Right.
You know. And I met my uncle for the first time when I was 10. So that tells you how often he saw my dad. Never.
Yeah,
You know,
so
I
he's
never met
not
him until I was
he's not
10.
gonna know. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's an old school guy, my uncle, and was a military brat, you know, did his career in the Air Force and all that. And, you know, no, he didn't do that. He's a nice guy. And so, no, she had no help. No one believed her.
Right.
Even though her mom was abused by their stepdad and they saw it. And Mike saw it, my uncle. No one believed my mom. She just left in fear of her life. So don't be ashamed. The people who don't believe you, especially if it's family, should be the ones that be ashamed.
Well, yeah, exactly.
It's if you can't go to your family and you're being beaten by someone, that's a problem with your family, not with you.
Right.
With your family. You know. I don't know how she talked to him years after year and had no, maybe she did have feelings about it and was angry towards him. She never expressed it to me, to my uncle, for never being there. And when I go to Texas, they all got it still like it was yesterday. And they've been divorced since 83 and they're both deceased. So, you know, I guess that would be guilt.
Yeah.
But,
That is guilt.
you know, it is guilt. If you can't talk, if your good friends aren't there, like Pascal called tomorrow, I've been dating this guy and he beat the hell out of me last night. I'm like, do I need to come up there? What are we doing?
Yeah, no,
Something's
exactly.
happened in one way or another. It's not gonna, you can't talk to me about it. I don't believe you. I know better. No. If you can't turn to your family, well, shame on all the people that you can't talk to. You need new people.
Yes.
And you shouldn't have to. I hope you're not moving half across the country because of this person. And you can take your phone number, you can block that number, and all their contacts on the new phone. I mean, you know, you can have the cops call and reach out. You have things and tools you can use. But good grief, no, not in this stage. That crap needs to stop.
Right. Yep.
Needs to stop. So.
Well, I hope she finds the help that she needs. I hope she doesn't continue the cycle.
I hope she leaves and she stays gone and does the things to not allow the black people in her rest.
Yeah, definitely. Don't let them talk you back into doing something you don't want to do.
Yeah. The next person put dressing femininely.
Dressing femininely?
Yes. In tight clothing, well put together, girly things. I feel like a hoe. I like those type of clothes. So I guess they like to dress in tight, small things, kind of implied. And they like the hoe, but they like the clothes.
Okay.
That's funny because I'm the opposite. Growing up, again, I only allowed my mom to put my dress here, and that was for school photos, not family photos, school photos.
Mm-hmm.
And I was a tomboy, and to this day, I do own 2 dresses now, three dresses.
Yeah.
Our birthday dinner.
Yes.
4 dresses, the photo shoot.
Yeah.
The one to my daughter's baby shower and the one to my niece's. But prior to that, I hadn't had a dress in my closet in years. Again, I emphasize years. You go to my closet, I have an array of different shades of blue jeans. I have a red black ones.
Well, I mean, I like to dress girly. I enjoy that. I like the makeup. I like the dresses. I like everything, but I don't dress provocatively.
No.
Yeah.
No, and I don't mind wearing those things occasionally,
The
but it's
dresses or
occasionally.
provocatively
Yeah.
dresses?
No, the dresses. Yeah, you know me. There's nothing provocative going on.
Yeah, I'm not that type of person, but I mean if you're I don't know, it depends on how far she's taking it. I mean, if you're actually showing nipple and all that kind of stuff, I think you need to back off a little. Yeah, back up a little. And I don't know how old you
Oh,
are. So,
she didn't mention in her comments.
yeah, well, and I don't know how old you are either. Like you have to dress like your age too. I mean, you're not going to be
You
like
do.
our age and then dress like you're 20. Like
Oh, but there
that's
are
just
some women who try that, and there are some men that like that. And I hate it when I have my men friends tell me you should dress like her. I'm like, do you see really what she looks like, or you turned on by that? Because that's a
right.
hard pass.
Yeah.
You know, I get that's a little too short for her age. And oh
Yeah.
my gosh, I was at the store once, and there was a lady, and she had all gray hair. She was moving elderly-ish, and she was not in her 60s. And I kid you not, she had a sleeveless, it was, like a little spaghetti strap dress on, gold. It was short. It
Oh,
barely
wow.
covered her butt, and she had on boots to match, and it was a gold sequin
Oh my.
dress. And it was a late night run to Walmart. I took a picture from a distance, and I was just like, she had to be early 70s. And I just like, I don't know where she came from, but she was trying to bend down and get something. And she was trying to do it in a way because she couldn't just bend down because her
Yeah.
butt was going to pop out. And good God, if it popped out, she had a thong on. I was done. I was just out.
You were like, okay, I'm done. I got to get out of Walmart now.
Yeah. I mean, if
It's
I'm at
the
Walmart,
people of
I
Walmart.
need something. I need something. I don't go there that often. I
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
pictures for proof.
Yes.
Every now and then it pops up on a memory in my phone, and it pops up and I will send it to you.
Yes.
But
Send it to me.
yeah, you can't be doing that. That isn't even in your 20s. Probably like 16.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm not sure about
Yeah.
that comment or like how much in detail is going on, but I mean, dress well, however it makes you comfortable, but don't be sleazy about it, I guess. I don't know. That's my opinion.
Our world has definitely changed. I sit there where I work and I see the walks of life every day. And I like when I see a man come in at any age who's well put together. And I don't
Same.
mean just well put together, sexy.
Yes,
And
it
then you
is
got the
sexy.
guy coming in where he's wearing the workout shorts, which, by the way, you mentioned not just be wearing workout shorts in public everywhere. Just an FYI, keep it to the gym. It's really not appropriate attire. Don't need to see your goods doing all kinds of things when you're at the Publix grocery store. I'm good. Like,
Oh
seriously.
my God.
So this guy across from me standing there, him on his workout short, then his t-shirt was dirty looking. He had on these socks. He had on these Crocs. And he looked like he needed a shower. So again, I'm not trying to be mean and critical, but I'm like looking at him and I'm just like, he put that together.
Yeah.
Or maybe he just rolled out of bed. I don't know. You
Yeah.
are in public.
Yeah.
Make a little effort.
Well,
You want to wear
yeah,
a dirty t-shirt,
exactly.
put on some jeans. Put on some jeans,
Yeah.
at least. I
Yeah.
mean, the hem of the shorts was coming out and it was half hanging down. And I'm just like, and you're with your mother, and you're probably 26, 27-ish. And I'm just like, you know,
He just
there's
doesn't
something to
care. He
be
doesn't
said
care.
for quality and how you put yourself out there. And I'm sorry, again, it's because you can wear yoga pants doesn't mean you should. There's a difference.
Yeah,
There's a
no,
difference.
that's correct. Yeah, it's correct. It's like
You
you're looking in the
know, hell, I
mirror.
don't wear yoga pants.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, just,
I mean, I do, but I just
we're
cover
gonna,
my butt and my cootie cat, my kitter catter.
your kitty
My
cat, kitty
my
cat.
kitty cat. I cover all of that. I still wear it, my little, like tights or leggings or whatever you call them, but I just cover everything. So it's not just
You
hanging out
know,
there.
I
I have a
just,
girl that does that though. I have a friend that just likes to have it all hang out. I'm like, okay.
hey,
But
I think
she's
I told the story
happy.
once
She's
where,
good.
well, I understand. You're fine, you're happy, but don't scar me for life. you know, it's like, seriously. I mean, come on. That the answer can't be always, well, she's happy. Well, okay, so when people talk about society and what's happening in society, there's class too. Sorry, but there is.
Yeah, there is. There is.
And I was at that doctor's office with my daughter one day, and they were always late, and I finally just called and complained. Okay, it's one thing to be 10, 15 minutes late. It's another thing to be an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes every time. And the
Yeah.
girls on dress down day were wearing the thin yoga pants, and they were big girls. I'm sorry, and they were covering everything. And so when they bent over, because the yoga pants were the cheap ones and they were thin, you could see their thong. So they're bending
Oh,
over, and
yeah.
I'm seeing their thong in my face. And so I called complaint. I said, you're always late, and you're not just a little late. And I'm taking off work. I'm losing out a whole day because you're so and
Yeah.
they offered me a job.
Oh.
Your girls, I their thongs. Well, we dress down. I said, I dress down to work on Fridays too, but we're not allowed to show our thongs.
Well, no, I mean that's
you
inappropriate.
know
You shouldn't be wearing that to work like that anyway.
Even
That's
on dress
inappropriate.
down day, I said, jeans and a blouse and cute flats. Let's just,
Yeah.
have some
Well, yeah.
respect for yourself.
Yeah. You don't want to
I
show
mean, good
everything.
grief. We don't want to show everything. I don't want to see your everything. I
Close your eyes.
don't.
Close your eyes, Shar. Close your
I
eyes.
can't
No, just
while
kidding.
walking down the street or in the mall.
No, I know. I know.
You know, and
Yeah.
back in the
Well,
day, if you were in the mafia, you wore a suit and a hat.
oh my gosh, yes you did. And you looked like
you know,
fantastic, dressing
you
to the
looked
nines.
damn good. You looked
Yeah.
damn good before you went to commit your crime. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
You look really good with all that blood all over you. That's fabulous. No,
I
no,
didn't
they
say
sure
that. I
did
said
though.
commit your crime.
Well, they sure did because they were classy.
They did. And
They
everyone has their butt hanging out and they can't walk without their legs being. Oh, for the love of God, grow up
yeah,
already.
yeah. Well, it shows other people how you dress shows other people the confidence that you have within yourself and how classy you are or how trashy you are. So,
Yep.
and I hate to say that, and I know we've been saying like
But it's the
don't
truth
worry
is the
about,
truth.
yeah, and don't worry about what people think and don't worry, but that doesn't
Well,
mean
there's a
like
limit to that. There's
there
a
is.
limit
It
to that
doesn't
too.
mean
There's
like go
limits to
out,
everything.
yeah, go
You
out
know.
looking like you just stepped out of, I don't know, out of your garden or
I
something and
mean,
you're
would
all
you
full of dirt.
wear a dirty shirt to bed?
No, I would
Wouldn't.
not. No, I would.
That's my clean space. I rinse off at night. I put a
Well, it is
clean
your clean space.
nightgown.
Yeah, it's your
It's my clean
relaxing
space.
space. Yeah.
I'm not taking all my germs to bed from the day. I'm not, I can't stand that thought. So,
Right.
yes, when I say, people, you don't need to worry about what people think about you. It's what you do. I mean, if you're not committing a crime and you're out, like some of these comments and stuff where people are criticizing you for your height or your boobs, stuff like that. Who
Exactly.
cares? Who
Yeah.
cares? But I do expect you to dress before you walk out the door. That's all I'm
Well,
saying.
look in the mirror before you walk out the door, please. Make sure it's a good mirror too.
I mean, no one wants to see your butt. No one wants to see your wear.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're
No,
not
I don't.
that
I
good
don't.
looking that you have that to show off. You may think you are, but you're not. You're just
Yeah.
like everyone else,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, then
And
that stuff is to be kept at home. Like, keep that stuff at
yeah,
home. That's not for like outside purposes.
social
Yeah.
media isn't for you to post your crap on there. You know,
Oh
I
my
mean, come
gosh.
on.
You don't even know how many of them I ran across, like Facebook and stuff like that, where people are just sitting there like posing and in their little short shorts or their little short shirts. And like, really? Like, is that the kind of attention you want? I don't know.
Well, yeah, it is. They're looking and they want, like one girl we went to school with, she posts pictures of her face and she puts so many filters on. I've said it before, her facial features disappear.
Mhm.
And so that's how your kid's going to remember you. You're trying to be someone you're not.
Right.
Just be yourself,
Right. And what gets me
and it's
here,
so obvious. And all the guys that like it, I'm like, she's fake. You
exactly.
yahoos like it. So that she posts another one the next day because she got 150 likes.
Right. Well, and then the funny thing is, okay, it's either one or two things. So these girls who are posting then end up getting messages from guys, and then they bitch about the messages that they're getting from these guys.
Correct.
Like, oh,
Correct.
why is he even hitting me up? Or why is he even talking to me? You can't bitch at that when
Correct.
you're showing your whole entire body. Like
Right.
you can't. And then
No.
on the opposite spectrum, where this girl is putting a bunch of filters and all these guys are loving it, but then when the guys see that person in person or whatever, they're like, oh my God, they don't look like that. Or they don't look like, and then they start
No.
complaining. Like, so you
Right.
can't win either way. I don't get it.
You know. So, while we say be you, we mean be your true you.
Yeah.
Don't try to be someone you're not.
Yeah. Don't
Try
be
to be,
fake.
let's and bring back some class, you
Yes.
know?
Classy
Let's
is
move
very
move
sexy.
the bar up a little. Oh, it
Mhm.
is.
Mhm.
It is.
Yeah.
So move the bar up a little,
Yeah, you don't have
you
to show
know.
your entire
And
body to be wanted or to
no,
be
I am
needed.
I am me. I certain things I take extra care of, like my facial, blah blah blah,
Mhm.
stuff like that. But I'm in jeans, t-shirt, and a flip flop. You're not gonna see me in the shorts. I've had two children. I am 50. That ain't happening.
Yeah. No, when I'm
I can't
home,
even
I'm in my
stand the feeling
pajamas.
of shorts anymore. I'm in my lounge clothes right now. That's how you see me.
Mhm.
And I can't even stand the feeling of shorts anymore. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Like I feel like always tugging them down. I'm like, what is wrong with these things? Where are they going?
Yeah,
you know,
when we were younger, we wore the shorts and we wore all that stuff. But like you said, as I got older, I don't like that. Now I wear like capris or pedal pushers or something like that, but I won't wear shorts. So,
I don't even wear those anymore. I wear jeans all the
yeah.
time.
Yeah. No, I like
I wear
my
pants for
capris.
work and then I'm in jeans and, I don't know, but just while we say be you, yes, be you, but don't be a yucky you.
Don't be a
No
crazy you,
offense.
okay?
Keep your kitties covered.
Yes, please, for the love of God. Keep your toes, your camels, all of that all covered up, please. I don't want to see that.
No one wants to. I'm sure someone does, but then again,
Well,
let's raise
there's
the
people,
bar.
yeah, well, it
you
takes all
know,
kinds,
so
okay?
it does.
Yeah,
It does. It
yeah.
does. So, anyways, that was pretty much it, my dear.
Okay, well, I mean, that was a great topic, and I'm sure every one of us has those kinds of things. Some of us have things in common, sounds like, from all the comments that you got. So yeah, it's a great one. I love it.
It's hard. It's hard not to go through life and not have moments of feeling ashamed about something. So,
Yeah, of
I
course, of course,
it's,
it's
it's a
normal.
natural feeling, emotion.
Yeah, it's normal. It's
It's life.
normal.
It's life. So don't let people
Absolutely.
criticize you for being short. or body hair or any of that other stuff.
Yeah.
Because they need to take a hard look in the mirror as well. So there's nothing about them. It's more
That's
of their
right.
insecurities. So,
Everybody lives in
but
a glass house.
while you're being you, let's keep things covered.
Yes, please. Yes, please. But we appreciate all of you guys for
So
listening all the time, and we thank you. If you guys have any topics that you guys would like to hear, please leave them in the comments. Shara will get back to you. And yeah, let us know. Continue listening. Let us know how you're liking things. I like to hear a little feedback. You know, other than that, I'll turn it over to you.
So, as always, you can find us on Spotify, Amazon, Samsung Podcast, Podcast Index, List Notes, Apple Podcasts, Google, Pandora, TuneIn, iHeart, Deezer. We are now also, not only we have YouTube, we have TikTok and
TikToking away, I see it.
and Instagram. I had to take down all those interview videos because I was worried about some people and their comments and their jobs.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So, and yeah, YouTube. The podcasts are uploaded there as well now, so you can some listens on there. Instagram. You can always reach us at friendminute23gmail.com. And that's it for tonight, my dear. Or this
All
early
right.
morning. It's 1:07. We've done better than
It
the
is.
last few nights.
We did. Yeah,
Times.
not too bad. Not too bad.
Not
Yeah.
too bad. So,
No, we did good. All right. Well, always great talking to you as usual.
same to you, my dear. And you have a good rest of your.
You do the same. Good night.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.